Hey BookTube, this is Kelly. Thank you so much for watching my channel, Books I'm Not Reading. I am so glad that it's Friday. I'm not filming it on Friday, but I'm really rooting for Friday. So I am really wiped out. And again, I know I said that last week. Maybe in the same exact clothes. I don't know. It has gotten to the point where it feels sometimes like I wear the same shirt on certain days of the week. But anyway, yeah, so, and this is a positive thing. Lukash from A Cruel Reader's Thesis is coming to spend the weekend with us. So that'll be really fun, and I'm looking forward as always to watching the dynamic between my husband and Lukash, and I hope that I'm gonna have a video with both of them in it. So fingers crossed on that. If it doesn't happen, it just means it just wasn't funny. So that's the only the only reason I would air one of those. So I in truth have not really felt much like reading, but what I'm reading is so good. So the first thing is a songbook by Nick Hornby. I am doing this as a buddy read with Nancy, and you will probably recognize her from the comment section as Moonpome. I believe that on Thursday she was on one of Sean the Book Maniac's videos, so that's pretty cool. I was like, yeah, no booktuber like that's asking me on their channel. So, anyway. But I've heard from several people that she did amazing, that she was great. Anyway, but she and I are reading this together, and it kind of started out as like we just wanted to do a buddy read together. And then I suggested this because it's the oldest book on my my TBR. And yeah, like Nancy miraculously found copies, and of course, you know, thanks to YouTube, because originally this book came with a CD, but we can just go on YouTube and listen to the songs, although I think it ended up being just one of those like perfect things, because I am really bad about music. One of my friends told me once, Kelly, talking to you about music or TV is just disastrous, because I don't know, I don't get the references, that kind of stuff. But Nancy has been going to concerts for a very long time, and just really knows a lot about music. And like, I'm familiar with a lot of the artists in this book, but not necessarily the song that Nick Hornby is talking about. And our first kind of chat or whatever about the first 6 essays in this, you know, Nancy's talking about like, well, this other song by them is so much better, and you know, this song, it just doesn't, I don't know, like, she's telling me these great stories about how, you know, her roommate's boyfriend entrusting her with his vinyl collection one summer because he was worried his own roommates would destroy it. So anyway, I'm having a really great time reading this with her, and she is just a delightful person, so that's always fun. I'm also doing a buddy read with Joe Smith, and we're reading East of Eden, still probably the whole month long. But so I read the like I don't know, the first 6 chapters, and Joe and I talked about that, and then ideally I think we're supposed to be done with part 1 this week, and I'm still hoping that I can make that happen. But you guys, East of Eden, holy cow, like, it is just blowing my mind. It is so good. It is so so good. The writing is absolutely phenomenal. Just listen to this. The floor of the Salinas Valley between the ranges and below the foothills is level because this valley used to be the bottom of a 100-mile inlet from the sea. The river mouth at Moss Landing was centuries ago the entrance to this long inland water. Once, 50 miles down the valley, my father bored a well. The drill came up first with topsoil and then with gravel and then with white sea sand full of shells and even pieces of whalebone. There were 20 feet of sand and then black earth again and even a piece of redwood, that imperishable wood that does not rot. Before the inland sea, the valley must have been a forest, and those things had happened right under our feet. And it seemed to me sometimes at night that I could feel both the sea and the redwood forest before it. Right? I mean, it's just mind-boggling. So good. It's so good. I also want to just draw your attention to the fact that I do have a poll on my community page. So if you go across like the tabs on my page, and there's a community tab, I'm taking a poll right now because I've heard from multiple people that I sound like Diane Keaton. Now, it seems to me the majority of the people who have taken the poll do not agree with this. So that's good. I mean, there's nothing wrong with sounding like Diane Keaton. I just don't think that I actually do sound like Diane Keaton. So, nonetheless, anyway, so if you haven't answered the poll, please feel free to chime in or leave a comment. Some people are like, I never thought of that before, but yeah, I think you do. I was like, oh no, that's not what I was going for. Because I was sure it was maybe like 2 or 3 people, but apparently it's more. So, anyway, BookTube, I haven't even had time to watch BookTube this week. I think I've watched 1 video. It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. So, we will work on resting and reading and enjoying the company of a fellow booktuber this weekend. BookTube, I would love to hear about what you're reading, what's going on in your world, and I still haven't figured out my TBR situation, or if I'm just gonna like forget TBRs for the rest of the year. I might do that. I'm not sure. I'm thinking about some of the big events that are coming up, and I'm not sure I'm gonna participate in them this year. I just really don't know. I'm still thinking about it, so if you haven't chimed in your thoughts about that, please feel free to do that as well in the comments section. BookTube, remember to be kind to yourself and be kind to others, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.